Hey there, how you doing? Okay, so we are in simplifying mode with this lovely little fraction. And you're like, you have an interesting definition of lovely. I know, I get it. But here's the deal. It has a numerator, it has a denominator. So technically it's a fraction. And what do we always try to do with a fraction? Reduce. Okay, so that means there hopefully is something in the numerator that I can cancel with something in the denominator. But right now, it's not too obvious. So let me give you some tidbits when you have something very interesting like this, what to start looking for. All I'm going to do right now is focus on this numerator, and I'm going to ask myself, first off, how many terms do I have? So how many terms do we have? Okay, let me remind you, terms are separated by addition or subtraction. So let's walk it through. This is -2 times x squared times this parenthesis minus. As soon as I hit this minus sign, that tells me that this is one term, what I just read. Now, after the minus sign, I have 5 times this parenthesis times x. So how many terms do we have? Just 2. So I'm going to look at the first term, and I'm going to look at the second term, and I'm going to ask myself, do they have anything in common? Anything that's the same? Well, gratefully, I see this parenthesis. Agreed? Okay, so we could factor out this parenthesis of 3x minus 1. Now, the question is to what power? The first term, that parenthesis has a power of 2. The second term, it only has a power of 1. So, what power do I take out? Just 1. Because this second term only has one of those parentheses to give. It doesn't have any more than that. Good? Okay. Now, the parentheses, if you don't mind, just so my visual takes, kind of not cancels them, but like keeps me from seeing them again, knowing that there was a 3x minus 1. Got it. And I'm going to look at the first term, and there's still a -2x squared. And the second term, there's still a 5x. Well, I think I can take out an x, because both of these terms have an x. So I think I'm also going to factor out an x. Again, to what power? This one is to the power of 2. This is to the power of 1. Good. Power of 1. With me? All right, so let's find out what remains. So, out of the first term, and I like to open brackets because they're different than parentheses, and so they make things more obvious. So, out of the first term, I still have the -2 because I'm not factoring that out. X squared, well, I'm taking out one x, so there's an x left. I am taking out a 3x minus 1. There's 2 of these parentheses, which means there's still 1 left. And then I hit the minus. Okay, so term number 1, done. I looked at it. I took out an x to the power of 1, this parenthesis to the power of 1, which left 1 of each of those. And now I'm on to the second term. So the 5 isn't being factored out. 3x minus 1, this parenthesis is to the power of 1. Well, I'm taking its only parenthesis, so out it goes, nothing left of the parentheses in term 2. And I'm also taking an x out to the power of 1, so there's no x's left there. So that's all that remains after factoring out x times the quantity 3x minus 1. Good? Okay. And that is still over x cubed, and then the parentheses of 3x minus 1 to the power of 4. Good? Okay. Now, remember, this is a fraction, so I was hoping to cancel something from the numerator and denominator. So if I take a look, this x to the power of 1 will cancel, and this will leave me x to the power of 2 in the denominator. Agreed? This is 3x quantity to the power of 1. This will cancel and leave me 3x minus 1 to the power of 3, because there was 4 of them, wasn't there? Good with that so far? Okay. So, it looks like I just have the bracket left up top, so let's look at it. if I do this distribution, well, let me not do it yet. Let me just write down what we have left. So that's what's left in the numerator. And in the denominator, we have this left. Good? Okay. So now, let's simplify this numerator. Let's see what we get. We have a negative 6x to the power of 2 plus 2x minus 5 all over this parenthesis. Good. Well, this fraction is nicer looking. So now, this is a second degree polynomial. And the first term is negative, so you know that means you can take out a negative 1. And now when you look at this trinomial that's left, the question you have for yourself is, would you be able to factor the trinomial that's in the numerator? Now, I've already tried, and you can't factor it, which means this would be your final answer. Or the step above it, depending upon your instructor, you'll have to ask. But you cannot factor this trinomial, so I can't even tell if there's anything more I could cancel from the denominator. So here is where we would stop. Here is where would be our final answer. Good? Does that make sense? Okay. I have some problems coming your way. Work on them before you find my answer key video. Have fun. Catch you on the flip side.